What's up? I'm on Last Chaos, all that good stuff. My day is going pretty good. Hopefully yours is. You can always leave a comment on that if you wish. Are you going to count yourself out before you start because of your doubt? Just count yourself out. Without giving it a try. I mean, even when the mere sight or hearing of such task, you give up instantly at the time you hear the task, without trying at all. Do you really think that much of yourself? More than likely, in a lot of subjects, you think more highly of yourself. So how is this different than that? Maybe it might be harder than the one I speak of when I say that. So you don't want to see self-improvement in a way that is not instant, seeing the self-improvement. Is that what you do not wish to see? Do you wish to just have the instant gratification that you see with the other? Isn't all that's worth anything worth fighting for? Then why do you choose to close that door? Before you even attempt to try. Even when others can see your capability within their eye. See more in you than you see in yourself. It's not always easy, not going to say that. But a task that's hard, it's worth to go get. Maybe a new skill or something you've never got to see before. Within you and others get to see it as well. But just to give up, just as well. Before you even give it a try. But let me ask you this, if that happens to be you. If your relatives, your gifts were standing around you as you did that, what would they say as you chose to do that? And all the ones that have ever believed in you. Would be the same thing that you do currently? Is that what you would still do? showing someone that is not you. Yes, you might be tired and weary in what it is you do. But thinking of your family and your gifts, this could give you encouragement to do. This is something I said not that long ago in a previous video. But seriously, would you still give up before you try? Give up before you get that gleam in your eye. Say, oh yeah, this task is mine. You might as well take a number and get in line. Because regardless, the amount of time, this task, whatever it may be, it's done, and it's done by me. Before it even started, it was already done. For before the struggle, I have already won. And as you do such things, you wonder, why is it I chose to do such things? It's a freeing experience, I must say. To say, you hard task, I have beat you upon this day. You know how gratifying it is to do something that before you could not? Do you know how much encouragement you bring upon this spot, if you do such things as this? To others that see you do this. But to throw it away before you even learn your way of what it is and what you're capable of. You throw it away with a giant shove. Saying I cannot do this above or below. There is no way the full distance that I can go. But evidence contrary to this fact has been proven. Why do you think it keeps coming back? Whatever it may be. Whatever difficulty you may end up having at the time that you try to do, this is growth that you can see, and others can see as well. The choice is yours, of course. Maybe if you think carefully, you might change your course. You fail 100% of what you do not try. What have you thought of your family members and friends that encouraged you from the start to the end? Maybe that might be a reason big enough to go as far as you must. For a reason to do what it is you wish to do. Fleets most. For they never think of how it may affect another. Is it the instant gratification is why most don't pursue, just give up? Or is it that they're tired and weary, so it's easy for them to give up? Or do they not know what true work is? Regardless, the place or the biz, do they just come complacent with what is, cannot be more? Choose to just close or not open that door? And give up slowly, more and more. Or do they think less of themselves, not realizing the power they have within themselves? For those that might doubt, take a challenge that I've offered a few times. Why I have done these rhymes. 1 year, an hour a day. Then say what it is you wish to say. If you cannot take such challenge, does that mean you do not have the true ability to say what you have said? That I cannot do such things? Because I can guarantee you one thing, by the end of that year, whatever it is you happen to do within that year, you will learn what it is you need to start. What it is for you to be farther than where you thought you could be from your start. Learning the ins and outs of the field you're in. Of course, that is just the begin. And you wonder why most colleges make you spend 4 years. By the end, you're an expert in your field within those 4 years. Not a legend or anything like that. Just the basics. If you go farther than that, you become so much more. Within that year, it teaches you something else within that year. That you are more than you realize. And you can do more than you realize. You'd be surprised in what you can do in a year, an hour a day. In case you have not done the math, that is 365 hours. Doing something. Practicing whatever it is. The ins and outs of whatever it is. Developing your own unique taste. Things that make you unique and individual in this place. After that year, an hour a day, would you still give up at the start? Probably not. Habits of life. That's how it is. It also makes habits that you did not have before you chose to make those habits. Look at anyone that is the greatest or among the greatest in their field. What kind of habits do they do while they're in their field? Do they do the proper stretches? Do they do the reps along with the stretches? Do they practice the fundamentals? Things you have to know. Things that make it to where you can go forward, not backwards. The mindset of one that does not settle with what they get. Striving for more. An hour a day. In a year, you open that door. After that, in most cases, not all, depending on if you like it by the end of the year, you crave more. Gotta have a passion for what you do as well. Is it something that makes you happy as you do it and you dwell? Granted, you'll still have your moments. So after that year, will you still have those moments? After the habits you make within that year? When problems come to you, you are not like a deer in the headlights, not knowing what it is to do when you see those lights. When you know every move you must do. You know what it is that's capable from you. Granted, you may not be the best, but as a start, it's better than some of the rest. Now, I'm gonna do a rough figure here. So I can give you an example why I'm here. I'm gonna still try to play the game at the same time and continue to rhyme. If you take if you minus my streams and compare how much time have I spent doing this, or at least letting you see it as I do it. I have 95 hours. 10 minutes at a time, 575 videos on average. That's not counting the times that I've played and practiced what it is I wish to say. Or the outtakes of when I slipped and said something in a way I wish I did not say. Or made a mistake on a quest and had to redo that part of the quest. Now if I were to take that and include the others, that is whole another can of worms there. Particularly my game poems that have been done on here have been quite a bit longer, 30 minutes to an hour. Altogether, with those, just those, is 62 hours. $95. and 62. So far, I have 157 hours worth of doing this. If you were to watch all of my content, that's how much minimum amount of time it would take you to do so. And that's just the ones that I actually have kept. There were quite a few I didn't. Before I started moving them like I do now. I didn't start doing that but a few months ago. That's a lot of hours to be spending doing as I do. And I'm sure there's others that have spent so much more than I have. But have you spent that many hours trying to do what it is that you are trying to do? Before giving up? What, maybe an hour to two? Maybe a week? But when I say a week, that's not realistic time. A week. How much time per day? What, 10 minutes? And then you walk away? Takes much more time than this to get anywhere. Most anyone that's successful in anything they wish to know knows this. And ones that wish to be somewhere other than know this as well. Ones that are where it is most seek. They know that. For longer they have been on their feet. Being successful in what you wish to be, this is not a task for the meek. So will you give up on yourself? Thinking that you are less than what you truthfully are? If you've paid attention to any of my videos or streams thus far, see the difference. What I say and how I speak. How long I can concentrate on what I speak. Tie it all together with others as well. It's not easy. To speak for an hour on a subject while you play a game, still concentrating fully upon the game, but also knowing what it is that you say. rhyming the whole time. Takes a lot of practice to be decent at it, that is. I still have moments when I slip in what it is I wish to say. I have moments almost every day. No matter what it is I wish to say, or what it is I wish to convey. My lips just, they will not say. But I do not stop. I do not think less. And others that do the same thing, they do not think less. They enjoy what it is they do. Regardless if they bring guides or just entertainment to you. They enjoy every second that it is they do. And they practice day in and day out to get it right. They do not just pout about, get mad and shout, or give up before they try. This is true in any profession. If you wish to be in it, you actually have to try. Giving up before you try. Do you really wish for your dream to die? Because if you do not act, that is what will be. I hate to say that, and that is not what I wish to see. But the truth of the matter is, without you trying, that is what will be. Or a task that you must learn to be someone that is able to earn. In your days that it is for you to learn. Find someone that knows what it is you wish to learn. Ask them questions. Study what it is they can help you learn. Pointers here and there. Little whispers, hey, you know what? I know the answer. And I know how to get it. It's here. Saying, oh, nope, I can't do... You are speaking that over yourself. Before you try to do what it is you speak bad about yourself. Maybe it might be something you have to work on. We all have something that we have to work on. It don't matter, you can be the best in your field. You might still have issues in certain things in your field that you have to work harder than another. just to be equal to another. Just means you gotta earn it is all that means. Of course, you can make shortcuts and easy ways for you to overcome such things. Anagrams and other things. Or little rhymes or songs about such things. Some way to remember whatever it is that you wish to remember. Whatever makes it easier. But to give up, I know that might seem easier, but in the long run it isn't. For you lost a chance to get something from it. Instead, you just run from it. But it always comes up again. It knows you're scared, for it will come after you, my friend. To just work on it the best you can. Think better of yourself as much as you can. That's an easier way to do it. And just know you can. You can actually make it kind of into a game if you really wanted to. Or really you wish to challenge me. I'll show you. Of course, the choice is up to you. You never know what else you might get in the process. Too, as well. Oh wow, I didn't know I could do that. Could never know unless you tried. The ones that know what I speak of. I imagine you smile as you think of such things. Weaknesses I thought that was what I thought I seen. But a strength, in truth, is what I seen. Where I learned that I'm only as strong as my weakest link. What happens if I make that the strongest? What happens to the rest? Constantly working on yourself can be a hassle for some. For this is a hassle. Of course, at that point, if you feel that way, you have become complacent in your days. In the way that you learn or choose to be. No challenges anymore do you wish to see. At that moment, when you are complacent, that is all you wish to see. Not knowing how it is you might affect another. Someone that could have maybe learned from another. Something unique that only you could teach. And yet you chose not to get on your feet. Looks like I'm lagging for some reason. Or getting disconnected. Yep, there it is. Oh, already have one over here. Let's move. Maybe you feel laggy upon the day. Maybe you wish the problems to go away. That's why you choose to be complacent upon this day. It's fine. You can rest for a short amount of time. But remember where you wish to be. It does not wait for anyone. And worth ethic. Working hard is what they wish to see. For opportunity waits for no one. It's better to be ready for one and not have one than not have one. Than have an opportunity and not be ready for one. Of course, your day can be one. But the one that has to choose. There's only one. Is it that your day has it won? Or are you the one that is the one that has won? Or have you let your doubt and what you can do turn you about to a direction you do not wish to be? Is it hard for you to see what it is you wish to be? Do you wish to find some way to get encouragement in the midst of your struggle? Find your reason. And you can endure through any season. But it has to be big. Because sometimes them seasons, oh man, they can get big. The problems can too. Question is, what is it that you will do? Will you be able to last through all of it? Regardless what it is that you call all of it. It may or may not be easy, whatever it may be. Whatever it is that you need to see. But giving up these dreams that you speak of, you do that, you will not see. It's not always easy to understand that you also have to be humble as it is you stand. Whatever it is you happen to do, there is someone out there working harder than you. And just because you were able to do it last year does not mean you can do it now. Meaning, if you won something like a championship or other things such as this, the same effort this year that you did to get this, can you technically do that for the next and get what it is you wish to get? No, because you just raised the bar. And everyone there knows the bar. Knows how high, how far. Ones that like a challenge. Ho ho ho. Let's see if we can beat that. Oh, that's the new standard? Okay, we can meet that. Oh, so that's common practice now. Every time you go one bit farther, just means you gotta get the next time a little bit farther. But to give up before you even get on the line